Good morning. It's not good morning. You will not believe how this day has just went so fast. And I looked at the clock and it's 2:20 in the afternoon, and that's about my nap time. But you know what? I warmed my coffee up. I haven't drank it all, and I have had such an interesting time today because I went out shopping at the Walmart and I run into a toy little chocolate poodle, and I used to be a dog groomer, and dogs love me. And don't you know, she did a little video with me, the owner to the little dog, and that was fun. And don't you know, that little old puppy, he kissed me right in the mouth. He couldn't help himself because dogs love me, and I'm just tickled. Well, anyway, the Lord is my strength and my song, and he has become my salvation. And so I've been doing some TikTok, and I've been watching other things, and I've been watching these other dear little grandmas, and I'm a dear little grandma. But I want to tell you about this. The black picture up there is a lightning strike. I was at the dumpster dive. That's what I call the Goodwill restore, sale store, whatever it is, where they resell stuff. And I saw that it's a print, but I just fell in love with it. It's lightning with the clouds and everything. And when I was on the evangelistic field, I had a little cassette player, and I would record storms and stuff, and I still love storms. I'll put them on YouTube sometimes and just sit and read, not too loud, and listen to the thunder and the lightning and watch it on. I look up and you can hear the noise, and it sounds like it's raining and thundering, and it just is a good atmosphere. Now this other one, that's an abstract. I finally did one that I was fairly well pleased with. People look at them and they say, now what is it? Well, it's nothing. It's just fun. It looks like somebody dancing there in this corner here, and maybe somebody's bending on. Who knows? It's all abstract. It's just, you just let it go. Anybody can do abstracts. Just buy you a bunch of paints and some canvas and go for it. Now I got that frame there. I ordered from Amazon, and they're not too awful expensive. But this morning I went on TikTok, and I do little things on TikTok, and I don't know much about TikTok. So they have TikTok things that will inspire you, they say. So I went on TikTok, and there was a woman by the name of Torchy Swinson. She's on YouTube some, and she just does a couple of minutes at a time. And her husband's gone, but she talks for a couple of 3 minutes and not long, and I find her quite entertaining. You might look at her on TikTok, or let me see if I can find her. Torchy Swinson. Where did she go? She's a widow lady now, and I don't know how old she is, but she says, I wanted to tell you. So I decided to go on and do kind of like her. This is supposed to inspire you. So I went on one this morning on TikTok and told about that little brown chocolate dog that kissed me in the mouth. But dogs do that. If they like you, and if they know you like them, they can get away with it. I've had more than one. Just before you know it, they've given you a good lick. Don't you like that one painting there with the storms and stuff? So anyway, God is our strength. And so this morning I was so tickled because, you know, James looked at me. Sometimes he never pays any attention, but he was paying attention today, and he said, I like your gold earrings. And we was down at the Methodist thrift store, which opens every Friday at 10 o'clock. So there was this real shiny necklace. And he said, you like this? And I said, well, let me see what the clip is like. So it's one of those clips I can't do with my arthritic fingers. But I can do these, and I can do this one. Now I want to show you this one. I got it down at the thrift store for $2. And I can do the clip on it. And it weighs a ton. I'm going to see if I can get it off. I'm not sure I can. But if I can, I'll show it to you. It just clips on. It's real easy if I can find it. And my pearls that I wear all the, well, shucks. But don't that look good? And it's heavy, and I don't know if it's gold or not. It feels like gold. I might have it tested. But so I was at that restaurant where let's see, Taco Bell, and sometimes they have a $7 meal that's really good. We get it and split it, and the drink goes with it, like $7.50. So anyway, I was in there. This guy that waits on me all the time had on a necklace that was, it was real. And I said, that is so beautiful. I just love it. And he says, oh, yeah. I said, what do you think about mine? And I showed him. He said, oh, what? He thinks it's gold. He don't know the difference. I don't either. I don't know if it's real or not. So this morning when I went to the Walmart, I was mainly buying, we have a giveaway, food boxes for people if they come in, and we fix it for Thanksgiving, and they just take a box with a turkey. Well, no, not usually a turkey. I think they give them a chicken. I'm not sure. But anyhow, James said, buy some canned goods. So I bought just, 12 of this, 12 green beans, 12 of fruit cocktail, 12 of corn. And it's heavy and I can't lift it. So the people put it in the basket for me, and I took it out to the car. And I was going to have to get somebody to help me put it back and put it in the trunk of the car. And this young, good-looking guy came by. I thought he looked a little familiar, but I wasn't really sure. And I said, could you help me a minute and put this in? Oh, yeah. He said, how are you? He said, don't you recognize me? I said, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I said, you look familiar. He said, I'm the one that waits on you TikTok. You don't recognize them out of where they're supposed to be, I said, oh, my goodness. He said, sure, I will do that. And I said, thank you so much. So I get help. I'm not shy. And then when I got that other guy to help me over in Walmart to put it in my case, him and his wife was there, and they've been married 63 years. And so I said to him, is it okay if I borrow your darling? And I called him darling. I said, James said that I'm a flirt. And I said, you could be 91 and still flirt a little. You're pretty safe, especially if the wife's right there. Of course, you could get shot. I hope not. She seemed pretty tame. So I did a short video with them, and I had fun with it. So that's what my life consists of now, is in talking about Jesus. And like I did that little short on TikTok this morning, I just want to teach them about the Lord and walk that path for Jesus and let them know that the Lord loves them. And it's really simple to accept Jesus Christ as your Savior. A lot of people think it's complicated. But no, a little child can receive Christ, because he said, let the little children come unto me. Of course, that's King James, And it's good for little kids to know the Lord. I always had Bible story books for my kids, and I've got Bible stories on YouTube here, which you can let your kids listen to Grandma Lois tell them Bible stories. It's a playlist, and you can listen to that, or let your little kids listen to it. And I have a lot of young people that do check in on me every so often. And I've got one guy from where I don't know, I think Africa or someplace, and he does comments, and he does the same thing. And I don't know how good his English is, but he always wishes me health and long life, be safe. He wants me to live a long time and wants me to be blessed. And it's just real sweet. And he'll do it 2 times sometimes. And he's just really sweet. I think it's a sweet young man. I don't think he's very old. He might be a teenager. I don't know, but I've got some really good people. And there's Dr. Vanchilla. He has the YouTube thing, and he does comic books some, but he's pretty well retired. I guess he's a grandpa and everything now. He did stuff years ago on YouTube. And when you put stuff on YouTube, it's going to be there a long time. So you can go back and look at it. Other people can look at it. So when I was down at the thrift store today, they had blouses like this on special, $2 each. Well, I bought $12 or $14 worth, which is 6 or 7. Yippee! I'm going to be wearing some real cute shirts. So I like to change it. I have to look at me too when I talk to y'all. But I got so tickled at Grandma Chit Chat with Granny Pat. She's a sweet lady. She came on I was watching her. And she says, well, it's Sunday afternoon, and I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I said to her, I wish she could have heard me. Pat, her name is Pat. I don't know a lot of times what I'm going to talk about either. But she did real good. She thought of some things she'd been doing, and she just shared it with her people. And I call them her people because she's got people that just love her. And what I like about Pat, she's so different from me. She's a real homebody. I'm not much of a homebody she does table settings, and now she'll be doing something for Thanksgiving. You'll have to see it. I'll have to see it because every holiday she'll decorate a table, and she's got stuff, and she just makes it beautiful, and it's as pretty as a picture when she does that stuff. And now some of my other grandma, Mrs. Peach, Thrifty Living. That's her title. So she was on, and don't you know, she had a scarf on like this. It was blue, and it was real pretty, and she had earrings to match. And she said, now she knows good and well because she watches me all the time, and I watch her all the time. Honey, it's okay if you wear scarves. You look beautiful in it. She looked beautiful in it. She just didn't want you to think she was copycatting me, is what I felt. Now, is that right, Joyce? Her name is Joyce. No, she says her neck gets cold. Well, I have to confess, I have that same situation. If my neck is warm in the back, I'm pretty warm all over. That's another reason I wear scarves. And in the winter, I wear a heavy scarf as well as a little scarf, and it keeps me warmer. So I understand, Joyce. I like this necklace. That's a $2 steal, and these were $2, I think. I don't remember. I never pay a whole lot for anything, and all those blouses I bought this morning were $2, and one of them was a bright green. I got to wear that one and see what it looks like. But I'm enjoying my other grandmas and ladies that are out there and check in on them every once in a while. And if they get a little boring, I just kind of move it forward and find out really what. Now, when Chit Chat with Granny Pat cooked that sweet potato souffle the other day, you need to check. She really did a good job, and it sounded delicious. But I'm not going to do it. I just can't. I'll buy one at the store. This morning I was at the Walmart, and now the Walmart has started bringing out a spaghetti and meatballs in a package enough for 2 people, really. And I bought one of them, and then they're also doing like chicken thighs and was seasoned and everything, and you have to bake it. And I bought pork chops, stuffed pork chops with cheese and I don't know what all, 2 of them, and you bake them, and that's what I'm going to fix for supper tonight. I mean, I'm really going. I was talking to a friend of mine up at Waco, the flea market, and we see friends up there. That's where you visit a lot because they're like us. They're getting exercise. Plus, they have a place they sell stuff. So anyhow, I said, well, y'all are retired now. I said, do you still cook? She said, no, we eat out. And I said, well, what do you do? She says, oh, we just eat this, that, and the other. Well, that's the place I'm getting, where I'll just pick up some at the Walmart that can just be swift. And sometimes I cook, and now sometimes I don't. So whatever happens, happens. But tonight we're having pork chops with cheese and stuff, with bacon and I don't know what all. And you just bake it till it's done. And then fix you maybe a baked potato on the side and a little salad, and you're in business. It don't take a whole lot to have a fairly nice meal at home. And I think that only run like $5 and something. And for 2 people, 2 pork chops, and there's 2 in there, and one's enough for serving. That's not a bad price. Some of the prices I think are coming down. I hope so. But things maybe are getting better because there's a lot of cars on the road. Gas prices are better around here some now. So we'll see what happens. So I'll let you go. It's been fun. I have had a terrific time today. And it's now 2:35, and it is definitely time for me to take my nap. So I'll take my hearing aids off. I'll take my earrings off and my wig and go lay down for about 30 minutes. Talk to you later. Now y'all walk that path where Jesus would be pleased with you. Bye-bye.